Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, to the true leaders of Israel today. And salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who are risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen, but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai. And the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akalia, and this video is about the times that we're heading into. Civil unrest, a sedition among men, Jacob's trouble, terrible times, chaos is brewing in America, and it is starting with the person that has been put in charge, which is Donald Trump. Donald Trump has been set up by the wicked elite of Esau Edom, and Esau Edom, they are the Edomites. And they are these white people, all right? They are the nation of Edom, which are the Edomites, and their forefather is Esau. And this is their world, this is their kingdom. And it is a vile, abominable kingdom where the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shemishai have not been established. So these Edomites, they're the wicked, and Yahweh Shemishai is going to tear down their kingdom. And a part of the destruction of Esau's kingdom is that we will be experiencing the prophecies that are to come, such as the sedition among men and the chaos of it all with the famine and the pestilences, and the Lord calls it the time of Jacob's trouble, a time like never before upon the nation of Israel. And we've faced some very terrible times as a nation, so this time to come is going to be the most terrible, but it will also be the final time that we will ever experience any such thing. But we must go through these things. We must go through great tribulation to enter the kingdom. And that's just how Yahweh Shemishai has written it. And so because we're at the end of Esau Edom's kingdom, we're going to be seeing the prophecies manifest, and we're going to see the prophecies build up. And especially in these last days, they're going to be happening very rapidly, very quickly. Now we have this whole situation with the tariffs and all the things that are happening with the tariffs, which caused there to be mass protests in America, reportedly. Thousands of people all around America went out to protest against the tariff situation and what's going on. And the people are taken to the streets, which tells us two things. One, the scriptures say that when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but the people mourn when the wicked beareth rule. So that shows you that the wicked are ruling because the people are in mourning. They're upset. That's why they're protesting. The second part is that they're protesting, and that shows you the times that we're in. Bible prophecy lets us know in 2 Ezra chapter 9 that some of the signs that we will see to know that we're in the end, as we're supposed to measure the time diligently, is that we will see uproars of the people around the world as well as earthquakes. And we're seeing both happen very frequently at this moment in time. We are, in fact, at the end of Esau Edom's kingdom. Our Lord Yahushua is very close to arriving. All right, so all kinds of things are going to be happening. The prophecy of World War III, the prophecy of the mark of the beast, which is a microchip, the prophecy of Jacob's trouble, the prophecy of the famine of the word, the prophecy of America being destroyed, which is going to be the finale moment. And this is all at hand. And so we have over there in America, MAGA man pulls gun during tussle with anti-Trump protesters. So these are just the people in America all being against one another, and this is intentional. The wicked elite of Esau Edom want people to be of this kind of spirit. Okay, they want people to be acting out. They want people to be going against one another. This is a part of their plan. They want chaos from all kinds of angles, and they want there to be a chaotic situation among the people. And one of the ways that they've done that is by way of creating a very confusing situation for the lifestyle of individuals, right? There's no way to live, so to speak. People are built with all kinds of different ideologies and whatever they choose to believe in, and whatever they choose to live, and however they choose to live, and all these kinds of things. So you can meet a certain person that is an amalgamation of all kinds of different types of beliefs all mixed into one, and so then they're against the next person which has a whole amalgamation of all kinds of beliefs in one as well. All right, there's no one way to be, even though of course in Esau's kingdom they want you to be working on the left hand side, so they drive the people of the earth towards wickedness, right? But with that wickedness is all of this confusion. America is that place. Mystery Babylon the Great. It is Babel, confusion. It is that place. So people believe in all kinds of different types of things, and nobody believes in the correct thing except for the elect of the nation of Israel, which is to believe in Yahweh, Shemishais, and the law, statutes, and commandments. That is the true, real, only way to live, and the true only way to believe. But because Esau, Edom is in rulership, people believe all kinds of different things, worship all kinds of false gods and false idols, and have their own ideologies of what's good and what's bad and all these kinds of things. This is the confusion that adds to, the whole situation at hand with the civil war that's coming and the sedition among men. Okay, that is going to be happening as well. And well, but at the Trump rally, of course, the people, right, are anti-Trump, and that's why they were going out into the streets. I'm sure people were going out into the streets for all kinds of different reasons. There were probably some that are pro-Trump, but because their livelihoods are being threatened so heavily, as everyone's livelihoods are being threatened so heavily, they probably think, oh, why did I even, sponsor this individual or vote for them or whatever the situation is. So it's just like all kinds of different people out there for whatever reason. Right, that's the confusion of it all. Okay, so this man, of course, is MAGA, and he is with Trump. So obviously, those that are anti-Trump, he appears to be against. A man in a MAGA hat pulled out a gun during an altercation with a group protesting the policies of the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump on Saturday. The protest, dubbed "Hands Off," opposed the social and economic policies of Trump and his advisor Musk. They have taken place in more than 1,400 locations around the US. Wow. So it's really serious, man, but we're in those serious times, right? The people are in an uproar, and it is a sign of the end. It truly is the end of Esau's rulership. All right, and people are going to be uproaring more and more. It's not something that's going to become less. Things are just going to increase and become worse. All right, and this situation goes to in Isaiah chapter 19. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." Now, the Egyptians are referring to, the Americans, those people there. America is known as spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. And then in Deuteronomy 28, verse 68, it says that the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again, into our bondage again. Right, we served captivity in ancient Egypt, and now modern day Egypt, we're serving captivity once again, and modern day Egypt is America. So when it says that it says, "I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians," it's talking about the people over there, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And that is what's happening and what's going to escalate to an even higher point in the near future. All right, people against each other for all kinds of different reasonings, all kind of whatever. People are going to be against each other, and here is one example of it. And it's going to become worse and worse and worse. Okay, people are all against each other. People don't like each other for all kinds of different reasons, whether it's by belief or whether it's the nation they belong to or the color of their skin or any kind of thing, right? People will be against each other. You even have people that are against people that choose to eat like vegan and stuff like that. Like that is how separated people are. Okay. So this is all at hand, man. And America is basically at a stage where it is falling into turmoil and chaos. And it's not going to get any better because the scriptures say that these things are to come, and we know that it is out of Jacob's trouble that the elect of the nation of Israel shall be saved, and those of us of the hopeful elect, we hope to be saved. Daniel 12 and verse 1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time Thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So the elect of the nation of Israel will be delivered, right? But it is out of the time of Jacob's trouble that, Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, we are delivered. Okay? So that means that we will be experiencing all of the chaos of it all. And what's coming is this. 2 Ezra 15 and verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And what is the modern day sword? The gun. And they will find any other kind of sword, which is any kind of weapon to use to attack and destroy one another. These are the times that we're heading into. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Let's look at what this word sedition means. Sedition. Meaning. Sedition, conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. All right, rioting, insurrection, mutiny, subversion, revolt, rebellion, etc. Resistance, defiance, disobedience. So this is the spirit that the people are going to have upon them. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. So people are going to be fighting one against another, and because the situation is going to be chaotic. All right. And that is the motto of the wicked elite of Esau, Edom. The ruling class of the Edomites, the elite bankers, they create order out of chaos. So it's all intentional. They want it to happen. They want people out in the streets protesting and acting up and acting out and all these things. Okay, so that they can usher in what? Martial law. Speaking of that martial law, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Because when the people are acting up and acting out, and there's chaos in the streets and all, and the civil unrest of it all, okay, they're going to declare martial law. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So, because of the famine, which the famine is coming, that's a part of Bible prophecy in these end of days to come to ravage the world. All right, the famine is going to be occurring, and then it says, and for great tribulation, which is just the general situation of it all, where people are, people have lost their entire livelihoods. You know what I'm saying? And then they're starving as well. They would have lost loved ones for whatever kind of reason, and all kinds of terrible things are going to be happening in these last days. All right, people are going to be losing their minds, and they're going to lose their minds because they don't have no faith in Yahweh Shemeshai. And then regarding that, I'm speaking to you Israelites. Okay, and that's why our people are going to be acting up and acting out, because they don't believe in Yahweh Shemeshai. The heathen, they're gonna be out there. All right, this is not for them. So they're going to do whatever. But for our people that don't believe, they're going to be just like the heathen out there acting up, man, and doing all these things. But the elect of the nation of Israel will not partake in any of these events at all. Okay? So yeah, man, this is the time that we're in, and we're in that time of Jacob's trouble. It's coming, and it's coming very quickly. Trump has been in office for just a few weeks, and look at everything that's happened, man. Yahweh Shemeshai is speeding this thing up. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So yeah, man, we headed into Jacob's trouble. And these Edomites, or these so-called white people, they're going to be acting out, man. They're going to, that hate that is built within them, that Yahweh Shemeshai has built their spirit to have for the Israelites, us, they're going to have that spirit upon them, man. As the scriptures say, that they have a perpetual hatred for us. So it's going to get really bad out there in the streets and in the homes and in every place. All right, so repent, man, because we're heading into these times of Jacob's trouble. With that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemeshai by Shemaka Kodesh. Shalom.